So welcome back to another video there. Something a bit different here. As you can see, the sun is shining, there's something after happening, but we're going back a bit there now in this video. Back in time, as they say. There should have been a couple, 2 if not 3 videos out since our last one, but for a few unforeseen things there, we weren't able to get them out. So we're just catching up here now. So mainly calving. This is going to be a calving video. The heifers are started there, and we'll do a bit on bull choices there, why I went down that route. I don't know, I'm no expert on it, but look, it'll be something a bit different there anyway. Okay. But that's a Sleeve-calving sterling calf. Nice lively little calf, handy calf for a heifer, but as I was saying there, it's just got held there on the hip or on the shoulders coming out. Needed a little bit of a pull, nothing extraordinary, but may have been in bother. But look, what can you say? That's the start of the, I suppose, the spring batch. The rest of these, they're the comrades, the horse, heifers. There's 3 more by that bull, and there's another 3 there by, well, there's 3 total, so 2 more by that bull and 3 more then by Brontemore Sailoring. So we'll see how they go. But the heifers are in handy order enough, and they're getting their bit of side there as well. So there should be order enough. Nice little elders coming on them. This one here, she's nice little elders, well sucked out there now. That lad is very anxious for suckling. So look, all worked out. Like, she's a fair heifer enough. She's after our middle bull, and the cow she's after is a good sized cow as well. Not overly broad in the back end compared to some of them, but look, you can have that. It's heifers can be a bit look, you can get a bit of hardship with him, even with a handy sized calf, and she's not overly fleshed or anything either. So look, you have to be just watching them, and that's it. This now is another Sleeve-calving sterling calf. Now we're 4 days after. This is 297 days since AI, and but this lad had to give him a bit of a pull. Had one, just had a leg over his head as he was coming, just a bit held up, but once that was straightened up, it was no bother. There was no great pull, like just pull it with your hands. Nothing worth talking about. Like, he's a handy, lively little calf again, the same as the last lad. So yeah, happy enough with them lads. Anyway, that's a good heifer, bull for a heifer anyway. And this other lad here then, Brontemore Sailoring, and she had him on her own as well there, as you see there in the little bit of footage. No bother to her either. She's a little slow about taking up with him, but she's showing interest in him there now as well. So look, them 2 bulls anyway working out fairly well there, and the heifers, 2 of them start calving at the one time, and the cow decided she had to calve as well in the middle of it as well, but she worked away on her own while we were handling that other one. Other than that, no hassle there with them lads anyway. So this one here now, she's after Drumline S. She's on 297 days as well. They were all AI'd the one time anyway, so just the difference in it there, like the 2 bulls, the two sterling Sleeve-calving sterling bulls, 4 days between them, which are, look, the heifer brings a bit to the party as well. You can see from that calf there, like, very lively, tearing around to get a suck, like, so a great bit of a story in him. That's a heifer as well. So look, with 4 calves AI, 2 heifers, 2 bulls. So look, we get a couple of replacements maybe out, which we'll see what they're like after, but there's a couple more still to calve, and we'll see how we work out. But this one here, like, she'd no problem. Now she's a good big cow. Not a bother on her. She calved on her own there while we were at the heifers there. So and got sucking and all on its own as well. So like, there's a lot to be said for that too. No need to get involved with that end of it. And the heifers there just steer the calf in, and they were tearing to suck. So worked out well then as well. That lad there now is a Brontemore Sailoring calf, 287 days, bull calf. Now she had her herself there, see there in the footage. Well, look, she's a little bit pernickety there about taking up with it compared to the other one, but look, there's a bit of male there and she'll let it suck, so she'll get around to it now after a while. She'll know what she's at. But yeah, look, nice calf, handy calf for a heifer. So can't say anything against him now. It'll be interesting to see how they go along. That's her calved anyway, so all as you see in there, she worked away on her own, got it out handy enough after, so all's good when you don't have to interfere. And that's the third calf there now from tonight and this morning. These two lads here behind me there, one lad this morning, the other lad about 2 o'clock last night. So all calving on their own. So one lad had a veil over his head there, but he's knocked it off there. It was grand. And there's another lad there peeping back around the corner there. He's from yesterday, so getting back into calving here now again. Slowed off there for a week, but that one now, she's a 5th calver. That's her 5th calf, and actually the last calf she had there now, we have her below keeping her as a heifer. I'll show you that one now in another bit. She's a fine heifer. Be very happy with him if she's anything like that lady. That's a good frame, like you see her there. She's a good square frame. No bother to her calf, that calf. Nice good big calf, good thick calf, bull calf as well. So look it, that's the way you want them. Just seeing with these heifers here now, as I was saying there. This is the heifer now that's after that cow there that just calved. Like, she's a nice quiet heifer there, not a bother on her there. You can get and scratch her and all, but she's a good square heifer there now. She was served to Brontemore Sailoring, Brontemore Sailoring there. But yeah, as you can see, like, she's a good broad heifer, good square heifer. Type of cow, should make the type of cow that I'd be sort of after. Maybe I'm going a bit too strong with the cows, but they're the heifers that we have there now. That's that batch of heifers. They'll be calving down on the 31 months of age. Little older than what you're supposed to do, but I find they're a bit, but it's just the way the batch worked out. They were that little bit later there as well. The six in that there, 3 Grenache and 3 Brontemore Sale Ring. And then behind me here then there's younger heifers. There's some of them served there as well. They'll be calving down on 2 years, and they would be served by Grenache. Supposed to be an easy calving bull, so look, better for heifers. Grenache is easy there for, and he's one of the French bulls there. I suppose they're a bit on what bulls we use this year. Well, AI bulls anyway. Use Grenache, Nebbiolo then on cows. Just he's higher there in milk. Just try to bring back a bit of milk. Grenache is actually Nebbiolo's father, but Grenache is a good bit easier calving nor him. But look, we try them French bulls there on them, and then down the same drumline S, Brontemore Sale Ring and Sleeve Phelan Sterling used there from Dove. Got on well with them as them heifers you seen. Couldn't say anything about them calvings, so we're chancing them again in a few heifers, and we'll try Grenache here as well. He'd be just to go down the more milkier side. Just looking there on the French list, like go into a lot of detail there now. There's a couple of more bulls I'd like to try, but we'll stick with them. We've enough straws got there, like it. That adds into a few pound as well, especially when you have the bulls online as well. A couple of these repeated, and a couple of these older ones repeated as well, so got them re-AI'd there. It's kind of hard to spot him coming around, but look, hopefully we have him there now this time. Just there on the French system there, I'll just insert a clip there of what you can get on all the different bulls. It's unreal, like what figures they'll give you. Like you have everything from how early they come into heat. This is for the cow side. Their pelvic measurements, their milk obviously, how quick the going calf after calving, the heifer, how quick she comes around. There's a lot of different figures there, and then go down the meat side you've cut. So yeah, this is the indexes here. I was going to just put in an insert in it in the video there, but I just said I'd go through or my sixpence worth there on the way to have it done, like I have up along here. Like you have your indexes, I translated them there. Like you have all the different things, weanling weight, average daily gain up to 4 months. This is your milk. This is for your maternal side of those bulls. So milk, calving ability there, that'll be a fairly good one. This is for the daughters of those bulls, obviously. Birth weight, how heavy they were, pelvic width then of the daughters, fertility of the daughters, how good, success for AIing, that'd be a pretty good one there as well. Age, puberty age, so age they came in heat. If growth confirmation, skeletal confirmation, muscle confirmation, and then an important one here then is the calving difficulty of the bull down along here. So for talk's sake, I'm using Grenache. He's 118, so his calving difficulty is well above average. Well, I know well above average, but say 118 is easier. 100 is the average, and 118 then is on the easier calving, where we be talking about a lower number. This increases the higher your number, the easier calving, the lower your number. Like this lad down here, he's 91, so he'd be a bit harder calving. But yeah, so he's 118 for calving, so he's good. The next highlighted one there is his growth there, which is 99, so he's just on average or a little bit below it. The important one then for the heifers, like coming into puberty age, is 101, so a little above average. 102 there for success on AI, so look, that's good as well. Fertility is 107, so should be a fertile cow. And then pelvic width is 102, so should have a good calving ability then as well for a calf. Calving weight now is at 97, so or birth weight I suppose, so whether that's heavy or light now, I don't know what way that'd really work there. Calving ability is average at 100. Milk is 106, so above average for milk. Average daily gain there up to 4 months, 100, so average. And then your weaning weight there is at where are we gone? We're at 105, so a bit above average there for the weaning. And then they'll be all of the same. Easy calving enough, 106, above average for calving ease. The growth there is 104, so above average. Just as you go across here, all his figures are above average there, like so. So should bring you a good calf, like for argument's sake there, weaning weight is 109, milk production is 124, so yeah, like should the two of those bulls that we picked, like there's several there, you can pick them out there, but just went with the two of them, not to overly complicate it there. There's lots of information on that. Progressive genetics, if you want to get in on it there, and you can see the sort of detail that they go into, like it's some massive, when you read through what detail they go into with them bulls, like it's a massive undertaking there. And then over this side then, it's all about the meat side of it. Very interesting, like you have colour of meat, all this crack, bone out percentages, and there's a lot of detail there for someone that's into looking up that. I just did this side, and that was of what was interest to me there anyway. So yeah, look, hopefully you found that a little bit interesting. I don't know, but it's an awful lot more detail than what you'd see in our star scheme. Like I suppose the stars are supposed to be taking in all that and giving you just a simple star, but it's just interesting to see all those figures there for the different things. Clip there, you'll see there on that, I had to get ChatGPT to translate the indexes for me there, but they work on 100 as being average. Anything above 100 is go better, and anything below 100 is worse. So if you're looking for milk and you were in 110, you'd be 10 above the average milk, and if you were 90, you'd be below milk, so you'd be in a minus figure there at that stage, or that's the way I read it anyway. But that's these heifers here. Hopefully now they'll work out fairly well, and the shoulds on the younger side again there, those heifers over there, there should be a few to come out of it there as well that we AI'd there last year. That 35, she's actually there in front of us here. This one here, she has good ratings there for replacements. 45 here beside me as well. She has good figures there as well on her. There's another one there, she's 40. There's actually that one there at the back, but she'd be flighty in herself now. I don't know, she's after Jarell. Wouldn't be 100% on her. These two here, the two of them are nearly sure they're Celtic Rembrandt. And there's a Shannon Stan somewhere as well, wherever she is. There she is, 36. That one there, she'll be a Shannon Stan. So, nice heifers. They're younger, like they'll be a good bit younger. They're, sure, be a couple of months before you could, 3 months nearly before you could AI them for them to calve down. They're youngish enough, so you let them get a bit of size into them, like. But yeah, they're watching the heifers now. It wasn't easy to pick them out. I've been contemplating going down the road of getting collars for them. If there's anyone on here that's using collars, how are you getting on with them? What brand you're using and what way you get on, just drop it in the comments there. It'd be interesting to see how people are working out with them, especially on the Suckler end of it. I think they work an awful lot better on the dairy side of it. There's a bit more going on. Well, in the shed anyway, probably out when they're out, it should be much the same for picking up heats and what have you. It's just for what I'd be interested in is in the shed, how to work if you're on slats and what have you. But yeah, just drop in the comments there and see what way you get on with them. It's just mighty impossible to pick out heifers here. So then on the cows then as well, we use Drumline S and Nebbiolo on them. Had a few sex straws there, Drumline S as well, so it'll be interesting to see how they work for us, held or not held. So look at that's pretty much it there on the heifers there. Finish up the video here now, and as always, sure, if you like what you're seeing, give us a like, and if you haven't already, give a subscribe. There's a lot of subscribers there now after coming in there in the last while. We're gone over the 3,000 mark there, so anyone that has subscribed, I'd like to thank you for following the channel, I suppose. I don't know what you'd really call it, but it's helping to get the channel out there and all. And there's comments there, there's this hyping up the comments there, that's making a big thing there, so maybe hype some of the comments there, hype the video, be a help there as well. So look, we'll see you in the next one. Go look.